Welcome to Claude Code News. Version 2.1.85 is a dense release, conditional hooks to trim process overhead, a headless answer mechanism for CI pipelines, expanded deep links, and a seriously long list of terminal, scroll, and stability fixes that touch almost every part of the tool. Hooks just got a lot more surgical. You can now add an if field to any hook definition using the same permission rule syntax you already know, things like bash git. Claude Code will only fire that hook when the condition matches, skipping it entirely otherwise. If you have hooks that only make sense for specific tools or commands, this means fewer unnecessary process spawns and a snappier overall experience. This one is big for headless and CI setups. PreToolUse hooks can now resolve an AskUserQuestion call by returning updated input alongside permission decision allow. That means your hook, not Claude's interactive prompt, supplies the answer. If you're running Claude Code inside a custom UI, a bot, or an automated pipeline, and you want to intercept user-facing questions and answer them programmatically, you can do that cleanly now without any workarounds. MCP headersHelper scripts now receive two new environment variables, Claude Code MCP server name and Claude Code MCP server URL. This sounds small, but it's meaningful. Before this, a helper script had no reliable way to know which server was calling it, so you needed one script per server. Now a single helper can branch on these values and serve every server in your config. Deep links using the Claude Code OpenQ29 scheme now support queries up to 5,000 characters, previously much shorter. This is great for tooling that pre-fills Claude with long context, templates, or structured prompts via a URL. For especially long pre-filled prompts, Claude Code will show a scroll to review warning so users know there's content above the fold before they hit send. If you work with long sessions, you'll feel this one. The team replaced the WezTerm Yoga layout engine with a pure TypeScript implementation for transcript rendering. The result is noticeably smoother scrolling through large transcripts, less UI stutter when compaction triggers on big sessions, and better above mentioned file autocomplete responsiveness on large repositories. No config changes needed. It's just faster. This was a painful one for Kitty, Ghostty, WezTerm, and any other terminal supporting the Kitty keyboard protocol. When you quit Claude Code, it was leaving the terminal in enhanced keyboard mode, meaning Ctrl+C and Ctrl+D stopped working correctly in your shell until you reset it manually. That's fixed now. Claude Code properly restores the terminal state on exit. Also fixed, raw key sequences appearing in the prompt over SSH or inside VS Code's integrated terminal, and Shift+Enter and Meta+Enter being swallowed by type-ahead suggestions instead of inserting new lines. Beyond the terminal fixes, this release patches a wide range of issues worth knowing about. The compact command no longer fails with a context-exceeded error when a conversation has grown too large for the compact request itself. The worktree flag now works correctly in non-Git repos, letting the worktree create hook run before any error check. MCP step-up authorization via 403 insufficient scope now correctly triggers re-auth when a refresh token exists. OpenTelemetry tool parameters are now gated behind an environment variable to avoid noisy logs by default. And a memory leak in remote sessions on interrupted streaming responses has been closed. That's a wrap on Claude Code 2.1.85, conditional hooks, headless Q&A, better MCP tooling, and a serious round of stability and terminal fixes. If this was helpful, subscribe so you don't miss the next release. See you next time.